My name is, my signature block, rather, is James Nordin, DPA, but I'm really Jim Nordin. Um, I'm a founding member of the ASPA section on democracy and social justice. When Richard Box, the first president or chair of DSJ, um, issued his call for interest in forming a section, I was one of the first to sign up. In fact, Richard and I had talked about creating a section prior to his issuing the call for interest. My interest in social justice comes pretty naturally. I grew up poor, so I felt some of the stigma of poverty, and I was raised in a household where every minority had its own special epithet, and some had many epithets. However, I learned about bias most when in 1971 I married an African American woman from Birmingham, Alabama. Um, I found out I couldn't go to a restaurant as a customer anymore. I had to go as the white guy with the black chick. And it pissed me off to go to a restaurant and have someone I loved so much treated so badly. So when my wife died suddenly in 2001, I created the Gloria Hobson Nordin Social Equity Award in her honor. The award is, I think, in its 15th or 16th year now, and it's awarded at the luncheon at the ASPA conference every year. With the tremendous and enthusiastic help of Phil Rutledge, we convinced ASPA that it should be at a luncheon in the conference. And we had a double intention in doing that. First, we wanted to recognize social equity and keep it in front of ASPA all the time. But secondly, we wanted to create a vehicle that kept social equity in front of ASPA every day. And the section on social justice actually provides a vehicle for reaching out to the social justice community and keeping it engaged every day, not just once a year at the annual conference. Engagement is the key. I am unapologetically a practitioner. My doctorate allows me to teach and as an adjunct, but I know that social justice is achieved on the ground, not in textbooks. We need data and evidence to make the argument for social justice, but in my experience, change takes place because of social workers, community activists, and sometimes attorneys. We have made some progress in social justice, but we still have a long way to go. I remarried in 2005. My wife is Mexican American. Her grandparents came from Mexico. Being in this new milieu, I have discovered personally more about the distance we have to go. I always knew the dominant society was deaf when it came to language. Now I get to be the one who can't communicate. I get to be the one who knows firsthand that people from other countries aren't murderers and rapists. The most important lesson I have learned is that social justice, or the lack thereof, is best learned experientially, not intellectually. We must ensure that DSJ reinforces that lesson. I hope the section will give us all an opportunity to support one another, to recognize excellent work in research on social justice, and most important, to support and encourage and advocate for change. I'm extremely encouraged with the leadership that Hugo has provided to the section, and I hope that all our members will join the effort, maybe the fight, for social justice.